Hey y'all, it's Gypsy. I'm gonna do a video response to Krista's 5 pet peeves rant that she did the other day. That was awesome, by the way. That cracked me up. I was laughing. I was laughing at work while I was watching it, listening to it. Anyway, so I thought I'd do one. It is 11:30 at night here, so excuse me if I'm a little bit like, cause it's late, but I'm making muffins because the kids needed a snack for tomorrow. So I made pumpkin spice muffins. Plus, I just kind of wanted to smell them. Time got away from me, so yeah, I'll go to bed at midnight again. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to do my rant. And surprisingly, not getting enough sleep isn't one of the top five pet peeves that I have. I kind of worked on this list all day, and I kind of had to generalize, so... yeah, I have a lot of pet peeves. I didn't realize it until I started writing it down. I'm kind of a bitch. Anyway, okay, number 5. Okay, and this one it involves social media. Again, so please don't take offense if you're one of the people I'm talking about. But do know that this is an issue, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone. Facebook business pages, organization pages. Do not set them up as a person. For people that use social media on a regular basis, it's just... and have a slight case of OCD, it's a little bit annoying whenever you have to add a bar as a friend, okay? If I have to do that, I'm not going to add you because you don't know what you're doing. Sorry. I manage Facebook pages. I have my own personal one, and it's not that hard. It's actually easier if you do it right. But it's just really frustrating whenever you see that it's, HEB's birthday. What? How do you have a birthday? You're a business. Anyway, that is not something that just really pisses me off. It just kind of annoys me. It's a pet peeve. It's not like the end of the world or anything, but when I see it, and I see it more and more often as more people are getting on Facebook that maybe don't necessarily know how to use it that well, it's like, just take the extra 2 minutes and Google Facebook pages. I'm helping you out here. If you own a business and you're trying to market your business through Facebook, seriously, and you're not sure what's going on, just Google Facebook business pages. Problem solved. Millions will thank you. Millions. Number 4, and this one, on my old list, I had like 4 or 5 things that fall into this category, so I decided to just headline it. Parents who cater to their children. Okay? And for those of you who have me on Facebook or follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Yeah, I guess I am on Twitter too, or Instagram. You're not doing your kids any favors. If you cater to their eating habits, and I almost inhaled a moth just now. Or not a moth, a gnat. Almost inhaled a gnat just now. Whew. Yeah, I didn't. Almost did. Anyway. Cater to your kids, whether it be letting them watch more TV than they should because they whine, or letting them, indulge in whatever it is that is either not good for them or that is a public nuisance. Here's an example of something that's small, but it was just like, and there were several people that were feeling this way. I had to go to a orientation parent night kind of thing up at the elementary school for my 5th grader. And while I'm sitting there in this meeting, there is this oblivious father in the back of the room who somehow thinks that if you're standing in the back of the room, you're invisible, kind of like putting a blanket over your head when the monsters are in the closet. So this jackal snack is sitting in the back of the room, letting his, we'll say 18-month-old little girl, cute as a button. I have no problem with this baby girl. She was not in the wrong. Blame her father. She's sitting in her little stroller back there with these frickin' toys, making these noises, and it's like the teachers are in the front. We're in the library, and the teachers are in the front of the room, and they're just, people start looking around like, because at first people thought it was a cell phone, and then after it keeps going and going, and people start looking back, and this dude's just standing there like, and meanwhile this kid has got this box of sounds that she's just pushing all these buttons, something Play with that in your freaking car, okay? Let your kid have that when you're having private time, when you're in your house. When you're in public, don't hand your kids that shit. Because even someone that's my age, that, you know, I still have kids. When we're having a meeting and there's people trying to be quiet and like listen to people talking, don't be that jerk, okay? Don't be that jerk. Oh, okay. That one pisses me off. You know, I see it, you know, I see parents that short order cook, you know, that like they're eating dinner and they'll cook their food, the kids something completely different, or like feed them 20 minutes before they feed the rest of the family. Oh, well, she doesn't like that, so we're just going to let them eat. No, I'm sorry. That just, for me, that drives me crazy. And I'll tell you, when I have slumber parties and stuff like that at my house, we have cupcakes, we have ice cream, but you have to eat at least a bite of everything. House rules. If you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm not going to force your kid to eat what they don't want to eat at my house. But house rule, you know, I'm not going to make my kids eat their food and they follow the rules and your kid gets an exception because they have food issues. Unless your child has autism or something serious, their picky little ass is going to eat a cucumber slice if they want a cupcake. It's that simple. Bam. So anyway, that is a pet peeve of mine. Do not shape the world around your child when they're living at home with you, because you're doing them no favors. When they leave your house, no one gives a rat's ass who your kid is. No one. And they need to understand how to function in that society, because that's the real world. And nobody's going to bring them their lunch money, and nobody's going to bail them out of trouble. Nobody better. I mean, they got to learn consequences. So that's my hard-ass mom rant, number 4. Number 3 is ungratefulness. I see this more and more. When I was growing up, we wrote thank you notes. I don't ever see that anymore. You know, kids, I see a lot of kids that just take things for granted. They just expect things. They break their phone, they expect a new one. They, you know, lose a coat at school, they expect to get another one immediately. Like, you know, I gotta have a coat right now. Well, you know what, you're gonna get something on sale. No, but I want this. Really? Because last time I checked, you don't even have a job. So what are you entitled to all of this fancy stuff for? And where's the thank you once in a while? You know, that really drives me nuts. It really drives me nuts. And they grow into ungrateful adults, which I also encounter from time to time. And it's like, who do you think you are that people owe you this, whatever it is that they expect? You know, it's just, that really, I won't say that pisses me off. It's a pet peeve. It disappoints me. It kind of bums me out. It's like, what? So, if I ever do something nice to you, just freaking thank me. You know, my kids... Oh, hold on just a sec. Can't stop the video, people. Sorry. Gotta keep it rolling. Gotta take my muffins out. I got some minis in here. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear me, but... had to reset my timer. Okay, ungratefulness. Yes, it's very aggravating. My children thank me like at every meal. And I don't make them. I really don't make them. But I notice it and I appreciate it. And I tell them every once in a while, you know, you guys are awesome. I really just appreciate that you understand and appreciate and show that you know, are thankful for the time that I put in making breakfast or making lunch or making dinner or whatever. You know, it feels good and it gets noticed. But it also gets noticed when it's not done. And it really, like I said, it really bums me out. Oh, this one's a good one. Number 2, jerk drivers. Don't drive around like you've got something to prove all the time. It's really, really irritating. And I have caught myself doing this before, and I feel bad about it every time. And if I can, I'll be like, "Oh, sorry," you know. But tonight I was trying to go somewhere, and I was trying to get on the freeway, and I had just turned, and I needed to get over, and this guy was coming up behind me, and so I sped up to get over to pass in front of him and get on the freeway. It was like 2 lanes over. I had to get quickly. This jackwagon speeds up so fast that I had to like gun it, you know, and I finally get in front of him. Because if I had hung back and I couldn't get behind him. There were too many cars behind him. Like, that was my hole. That was my hole. So I missed getting on the on-ramp. And we go a little farther, and I'm thinking, what's his deal? You know, is he trying to get on the freeway? He didn't even get on the freeway. He did not even get on the freeway. He blocked me for no other reason other than he just didn't want me getting in front of him. Because he was behind me the whole way down to the next exit, and he stayed on the access road and kept going. It was like, you... A pox upon your house! Ugh! Why? I can't talk about this one for too long because it just makes me so mad. Okay, this is one that really pisses me off. That pisses me off. Okay. Number 1. This irritates me beyond belief. It's kind of like the ungrateful thing, mixed with a little sprinkling of the jerk driver thing. Just basic inconsideration and laziness. People who don't pick up their dog's shiz. That is so nasty, rude, lazy, nasty, rude. I mean, really? You know, I mean, my dog is small. She poos like a cat, so it's not like she makes big piles. But when I'm out walking her in public in my backyard, it's not the end of the world. When I hit it with a lawnmower, it's gone, like it never happened. When I walk her out in public and I'm walking on the sidewalk in the neighborhood or I'm doing something, I pick it up. I don't leave it. And it's justifiable because there's squirrels dropping shiz out there that probably bake bigger loads than my dog. So it's, you know, it's not like I'm... And I pick it up. If you have a boxer or, you know, a German Shepherd or something that takes a human-size deuce, pick it up. If you don't like picking it up, don't get that big of a dog. That is so gross. It's like I walk my dog out in the we have like a park behind our house. I'll be walking. I can smell it like 25 paces away, and it's like I walk by. It looks like a person took a dump on the lawn. It's so big and disgusting and flies and fresh. Just put a bag holder on it, man. Stick your hand in the bag, pick it up, roll the bag off. You don't even have to touch it. It's not like you gotta carry around a freaking pooper scooper and a thing. Just carry a bag, man. Or chick, or whoever you are. Carry a freaking bag if you're gonna walk your dog. When dogs walk, it makes them have to shiz. Every single time. That's so gross. And that is all I'm going to tell you as far as things that drive me crazy, because I could do this for a long time. Like I said, I had a really long list, and I realized, wow, I have a lot of things that really rub me wrong. And it's amazing that I can, you know, stay as upbeat as I stay most of the time. I have days. I have days where the ungrateful people and the bratty kids and the jacked up Facebook pages and the dog shiz, it's all too much and I can't take it anymore and it all falls in on me and I'm like, FTW. But then I have days like today where I can rant and let it out and share it with you guys, and I feel good about it. Because you know what? Really, there's too many people on the planet, so we just got to learn to just let it go in the moment. Put it in a bubble and blow it away. That's what I try to do. I really try. Anyway, alright, it's late. I'm obviously slightly delirious. I'm going to have a glass of ice water, and then I'm going to pull out the rest of these muffins. So, you guys have a great evening. Blessed Burr.